Hello, ladies. It is Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Women's Empowerment. And today I want to talk about the 90-10 rule and why you need to implement this rule in your life today. Ladies, I live by this rule, and this is why I have created a life that I absolutely love. Now, before we jump into the content, make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And make sure you let other people know about this channel. This is a channel for women, about women, and how we can promote ourselves and be better women in general. All right, let's deep dive into this conversation. Now, I know you're probably wondering, Tiffany, what the heck is the 90-10 rule and why would I need to know about it? Well, ladies, let me tell you, I did not create this rule, but this is something that I learned during my own level up as I was trying to create a life that I love. The concept of the 90/10 rule is this idea that 90% of your joy, your happiness, your excitement should come from you. Yes, ladies, it's this idea that you create your own happiness, you create your own joy, you create your own peace of mind, you create the life that you absolutely love, that sets you on fire, that makes you want to wake up excited to live your best and most glorious self. 10% of all that will come from the outside of you, meaning your relationships, your intimate relationships, romantic relationships, the relationships you have with children or your family, or the career that you have. 10% of your joy and your happiness should come from those aspects of you, the things that are on the outside of you in your environment. Maybe you love the neighborhood that you live in and you say, well, Tiffany, my neighborhood makes me happy. Well, that's great, but it should only be 10%. Or maybe you say, well, Tiffany, I have a great career and I love it. I love going to work every day. And that's great. But your joy and happiness should only come from 10% of that. Because here's the thing, ladies, when you start to get all of your joy and your happiness and your peace from the outside of you, what happens when those things disappear? What happens if you get laid off your job? What happens if your children grow up and they leave home? What happens if you get divorced or if you break up from your romantic partner? What happens to you if 90% of your happiness derived from those situations? Well, the whole concept is that you then don't know where to get your happiness from. So ladies, that is why this rule is so important. When I learned this concept, it completely shifted how I thought about how I wanted to live my life, what my success looked like, and really what I felt like I had control over in my life. I started to understand that in order for me to have a life that I absolutely loved, a life that I loved waking up to, I had to get deeply in control, which meant I had to build up my own self-awareness to figure out what it was I wanted. I had to get very crystal clear on my goals, my intentions for my life. I had to build up my confidence and my belief in myself that I could actually produce, that I could create that type of life that I love. And then I had to get courage. I had to build up my courage to step into my fear and really take on my own life. Do the things I never thought I would do. Do those things I always dreamt about. Going, whitewater rafting or zip lining or, traveling outside the country, things that my younger self used to be afraid of. I said, no, I'm going to start doing this because these are the things that I know deep down, once I get past my fear, will bring me joy. And ladies, let me tell you, when I implemented the 90-10 rule and start taking my own joy, peace, and happiness seriously and start taking radical accountability for my own happiness, my whole life changed. I even started to look at my relationships differently. And don't get me wrong, I still care about family and friends and my romantic partner. But once I started to take responsibility for my own happiness, it alleviated the stress and the burden off of those other situations because now I just had a good time with those people, and I didn't no longer look for them to actually make me happy or build up my joy. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you use the 90-10 rule or if you realize that you need to use the 90-10 rule. Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you're in a space where you're like, Tiffany, that sounds great. I want to build up my happiness. I want to build up my peace. I want to build up my joy. I just don't quite know how to get there. Then ladies, make sure that you hit the link in the description below. Get on my calendar for my free coaching strategy session where we can talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how to get there so that you can start implementing the 90-10 rule in your life today. And definitely, ladies, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And all right, ladies, that is it for me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.